Hello everyone, time for some more swatches. Today's swatches are going to be OPI's Christmas winter collection for 2015 called Starlight. I received my kit in a beautiful box like this, really silvery and pretty. I attended a PR event where I got this bag with the 18 polishes. And if you want to see the swatches, stay tuned. First off is this rose gold, and this one is the name Press Star for Silver. A really gorgeous chrome polish. Kind of sheer in one coat, and coat number 2. Covers pretty well. It is a little streaky, and you can get it to look better, I think, but it's a little streaky, but it's a really pretty color. And here you have 2 coats of Press Star for Silver. And next up is this beautiful rosy glittery shimmer, and this one is the name Celestial is More. I love it when shimmery polishes are like glittery, not only shimmer. This one is pretty sheer on one coat, but it's really sparkly and beautiful. Here you can see one coat. And coat number 2 really deepens the glitter and the shimmer. You can definitely wear this on its own, and it is a beautiful shimmery or glittery shimmer. Here is a really silvery glitter, really sparkly, and this one has the name Superstar Status. There are really lots of silvery shades in this collection, which I think will be perfect for a lot of people for New Year's Eve, or even for just Christmas parties or whatever kind of party you want to go to. But here you have one coat. You can see that it has a little darker toned, I think it is hexagon glitters in this polish. And coat number 2. This is really smooth and easy to work with for being a glitter, and really good opacity, and it's really sparkly and really pretty. But here you have 2 coats of Superstar Status. Next up is this gorgeous silver metallic shimmer, and this one is the name I Drive a Supernova. These polishes are normally very opaque, and this one is really opaque. As you can see on one coat, it is a little streaky, but it has perfect coverage on one coat. And coat number 2. Doesn't make really a difference in the opacity, but 2 coats is always good. But as still, after 2 coats, it is a little streaky, but I think a top coat could cover some of that. But it is a beautiful and metallic silver. I Drive a Supernova, 2 coats. And here is a grayish silver with some little sparkle inside, really pretty. And this one is the name By the Light of the Moon. This polish is also on the chrome side. Definitely not as opaque as the previous polish. Here you can see a little streaky, but here you have one coat. And coat number 2. Let's see about the opacity here. Really good opacity on 2 coats, still a little bit streaky. I do think that the glitters are a little bit chunky. Maybe you can get around that, but this is what it looks like on 2 coats. And here is another silver, but a more warm toned silver. And this one has bar glitters in it, like holographic bar glitters. Looks really pretty in the bottle. We'll see how it is onto the nails. And this one has the name, Is This Star Taken? Oh, it looks kind of droopy. We'll see about the second coat. I do find it a little bit chunky. Color is really pretty, but we'll see about the bar glitters in a second coat. But here you have one coat. And coat number 2, I think from what I realized with this polish, you need to have pretty thick layers for it to be not too chunky with the bar glitters. Here is 2 coats. It's really sparkly and shimmery, but 2 good, decent, thick layered coats I would recommend. And here is another warm toned silver, kind of similar in color from the previous one, Is This Star Taken, but without the bar glitters. It's a little bit different in the tones, but mostly the bar glitters. But this one has the name Comet Closer. So another metallic with decent coverage on the first coat. Definitely in need of 2. Here you have one coat, and coat number 2. Really good coverage on 2 coats. The opacity is great. A little streaky as most of the other metallic polishes, but they tend to do that. But it's not bad. I really like this color. And now onto this gorgeous red. Oh, it's so beautiful. It looks like a cream. And this one has the name Love Is In My Cards. Cream polishes are an all-time favorite. They're always easy to work with, and look at that opacity. It's so creamy and gorgeous. Oh, I love this color. Here you have one coat, and coat number 2. Doesn't make a huge difference since it's so opaque on the first coat, but it does perfect it a little. Here you have 2 coats of this beautiful creamy color, Love Is In My Cards. And here is a little deeper, more like ruby red with a pearlescent shimmer, and this one has the name Romance on the Moon. Beautiful deep ruby red. So you're definitely in need of 2 coats, but most polishes are. You should always wear 2 coats anyway. Here you have one coat, and coat number 2 gives it full opacity and deepens the color. It's really, really pretty ruby red. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. 2 coats of Romance on the Moon. And here is a deep red shimmer, really pretty and very sparkly. And this one is the name Let Your Love Shine. Really pretty and pretty good opacity in one coat, but definitely in need of 2. Here you have one coat. Coat number 2. Really sparkly and shimmery polish. Oh, I love this. And look at that. Ugh, this is gorgeous. Look at that. Here you have 2 coats of Let Your Love Shine. Now this is a deep maroon. Really deep color, looks like a cream. This one has the name Guys and Galaxies. Looks really creamy and nice. It looks way more red onto the nail than it does in the bottle, but we'll see about the 2 coats of the second coat. But here you have one coat. And coat number 2. Normally this really deepens the color, and it really looks like it does that. Do you see the difference on that part of the nail? Now it looks more true to what it looks like in the bottle. Really deep maroon. Here you have 2 coats of guys and galaxies. And here is kind of a dusty kind of purple with a little bit of plum tone, a little bit of berry, kinda. This one has the name I'm in the Mood for Love. The bottle looks really pretty, so let's see what it does to the nail. Pretty good application. Definitely in need of 2 coats, but here you have 1 coat, a little streaky, but 1 coat here. And on to coat number 2. Deepens the color and gives it full opacity. It's really shimmery and pretty. Here you have 2 coats of the color I'm in the Mood for Love. And now into the more galaxy colors, really deep colors. This is a really deep purple with lots of shimmer. Really pretty, really deep. And this one is the name Cosmo with a twist. I'm generally a fan of really deep colors for the winter. Let's see how this one goes. And for opacity, here's 1 coat. Decent opacity, but we'll see what 2 coats does to it. And coat number 2. If you don't have a too thin coat, it definitely covers very well on 2 coats. Oh, a bit much there. See, here you have 2 coats of this really deep purple, really shimmery, super duper pretty. 2 coats of Cosmo with a twist. Here is a kind of a gunmetal gray with tons of shimmer, and it actually has a little tint of purple in this gunmetal gray. It's really not significant, but it is noticeable, I think. Here you have No More Mr. Night Sky. It's kind of sheer, as you can see in the formula. But it's still always interesting to see what it does with the second coat. Really kind of sheer, but we'll see about the second coat. Here you have 1 coat. So let's see what coat number 2 will do to this. I like to do pretty decent, not too thick, but not too sparse coats either, because it will make it look much better, and I'm using a fast drying top coat. But here you can see this really sparkly gunmetal gray No More Mr. Night Sky. And here is a deep black with tons of galaxy sparkles in it. Really galaxy and pretty. And this one is the name The Center of the Universe. So, wow, as you can see, this one has some kind of confetti. You see it in one really light coat here. It doesn't really come off that much into the bottle, but let's see what 2 coats does. Here you have 1 coat. And now coat number 2. Well, it really deepens the color. I don't know, I don't think I took that much into the brush, but maybe a little. But you see here, it really covers, and it really looks like it does in the bottle. That confetti that you saw in the thin coat does not really appear right now, but it is a really shimmery black, and it's beautiful. 2 coats of The Center of the Universe. And here is one of my favorites from this collection. It is so gorgeous. It's a holographic blue, kind of a dark blue with really tons of specks and shimmer and glitter. And this one has the name Give Me Space. When I first saw this collection, this one was the first polish that caught my attention. It is just so pretty. It is a holographic color. It doesn't really show off in all kinds of light, but here you have one coat, coat number 2. You might be able to see the holographics more now. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And you should see in different lightings and sunlight especially, it sparkles like crazy. Here you have 2 coats of the color Give Me Space. Now there are only 2 polishes left from this staggering collection of 18 polishes, and those are the 2 final glitters. This is a clear base glitter with some weird kind of glitter shapes. I think it looks really pretty in the bottle, but we'll see what it looks like onto the nail. And this one is the name 2 Wrongs Don't Make a Meteorite. Alright, so onto one nail here, I have nothing, which I no longer don't. You see this is a clear based polish with this. I think all of these polishes that are clear based like this, they're always a little hard to work with. You just have to place them, and sometimes it might be easier to just put some of this glitter onto a piece of paper and use a toothpick or something to just place the glitters where you want them to be. But here you have 2 coats, and here I have 1 coat on top of the color Pressed Star for Silver, and here I have 2 coats of Pressed Star for Silver, so you can see a little comparison. But here you have 1 coat of the polish. I'm gonna apply a second coat here just to see what it does to it. See, it's still a little hard to be able to place them. You can't just swipe it all over the nail. This is definitely a polish you should put on top of a color. But here is what it looks like with 2 coats and with 1 coat on top of Pressed Star for Silver. And then the final polish is this with the same kind of glitters. It is a clear based glitter with these, some of them are holographic and there are a little different tones, but it's like a pinky tone. It's really pretty in the bottle. We'll see how about the nail. This one has the name Infrared to Glow. Here is another comparison with this polish on top of You Are the Center of the Universe, or was it The Center of the Universe? See, these are always a little bit hard to work with. Here is somewhat, you have 1 coat, and here is a second coat. I'm trying to place them where the others aren't, so it'll look a bit more even. And there you have 2 coats of the polish Infrared to Glow, and here you have 2 coats of this polish on top of The Center of the Universe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these swatches. I just want to share with you some of my favorites in this collection. It is this really dark black with lots of shimmer. The Center of the Universe, a really deep, gorgeous black, gunmetal black, or even darker black with tons of specks of shimmer in it. Really gorgeous. And then I think this is the absolute top favorite, a really kind of dark holographic blue, really pretty. And this is Give Me Space. I really recommend this one for any time, any party, whatever, any day. It's a really gorgeous color. And then also this Romance on the Moon, a ruby red, really pretty. It is in no way unique, but it is really gorgeous. But this blue color, I think it is kind of unique. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection, and I do have a lot of polishes. I don't think I do. I can't reminisce in anyone that I do have, but it's a really favorite. So those were my favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to leave a comment. I love to read your comments, and I will reply to all of them if I may. Have a lovely day. I will see you soon. Bye.